What's up, bunnies? I'm YouTube, and welcome back to the last gas station. Alright, day 62. We're getting pretty close to getting our final upgrade. Or at least the upgrade that'll gets rid of this, so then it's just all automated after that. Oh, I was also informed by my own bro that this game has multiple endings, and I may not have the time or patience to play this again if I have to do so. So it may end with a little marathon of endings on YouTube, which I usually don't like doing that because I think a game should have a way to achieve all endings regardless of where you are in the game or whatever. But it's fine. You make your game the way you want to, I guess. It's okay. Alright, so we can afford it now, so let's go ahead and do it. Auto repair shop level 5. Fully automated auto repair shop with robotic arm. Customers served without help. There we go. Okay. The last thing I need to get is a parking lot level 4. I'm gonna do that. So now I don't have to do anything. I'm actually kind of curious to see, I can see them being worked on, or... No. I assume that they just drive in and... Oh, I see the actual arm moving and doing stuff. Okay. Huh. Okay. Well, if there is some sort of, like, end state, I want to go ahead and see if I can get most of the level 40 entries on the legends, so that I can at least have that. And then, for the endings, I guess, if I have to look at a YouTube video to see them all, then I'll do that at the end. This game is pretty fun, but I don't think it's that fun enough to want me to play the whole game from the beginning state again. Alright, so what are we on? We that's right, I did Legend of Lake. I think I was trying to like double down on that, but I can go to Pyramid Mountain now, so let's do that. We'll just buy a bunch of Pyramid Mountain stuff and place it all over the goddamn... I can get the facades. Actually, I can get all the facades. They're actually quite cheap now, considering. Damn, I keep pressing the wrong button, sorry. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So we'll go outside. We'll throw off that facade real quick, just to see what it looks like too, because I'm kind of curious. Pharaoh's residence. Oh, let's see. Okay, so what are we at then? 34. Okay, so I don't really need that much. I need 6. Okay, how am I on gas? Oh, I'm so good on gas that I never have to worry about it again, probably. 10,000 gallons of gas is ridiculous, at least in this game. Okay. I just need one thing that gives me 2. Oh, right there. Okay. There we go. Fermi Mountain, level 40. Alright, now I'll just wait for the end of the day, because I think something like triggers every time you reach 40. Let me go ahead and read that entry as well. Actually, I don't know if I read that one. So, lost technologies. For many researchers, the main question is the whole mystery the main question in the whole mystery around Cloven Peak isn't even whether it's man-made, but why someone would need such a large pyramid of that kind of geometrical precision. Isn't it a bit too much for a simple tomb, or even a royal one? Well, what if it's some kind of technological device? Of course, these hypotheses didn't appear out of nowhere. There's plenty of indirect evidence that Cloven Peak is man-made. Constant signal loss and anomalous atmospheric phenomenon above the summit no longer surprise anyone here. For example, the northern lights shouldn't be seen on these latitudes, but locals still observe them from time to time. Or imagine your car suddenly stalling on the highway, then a couple of minutes later it starts up again, as if nothing happened. This is not uncommon here. Oh, sorry. Very sensitive. The skeptics claim that ordinary magnetite is to blame. The mountain is supposedly composed almost entirely of this rock, and such a colossal natural magnet cannot help but affect modern equipment. That's why even cobalt is mined here using the most primitive methods. Cobalt is another mystery. How could it be that 70% of the explored deposits of this mineral crucial to our civilization are located in the vicinity of such a strange mountain? And is it really cobalt that they are mining? Try asking the guards from the Anubis security, who hide bulletproof vests under their expensive brand new corporate suits. I mean, you haven't even touched on the extensive network of caves that permeates both the Cloven Peak itself and its surroundings, and the things that early miners uncovered in the deep strata. How about a hammer embedded in rock that is hundreds of millions of years old, or a device suspiciously resembling a spark plug found inside of a boulder? Let's blame it on the magnetite, sure. The final test. If we gather all the modern hypotheses and ancient legends about Cloven Peak, we will find two seemingly completely different interpretations. Either it is a place of power, rewarding the worthy and punishing the unworthy, or it is a technical structure of an ancient, highly developed civilization. Regarding the latter, in the 1920s, the writer, seer, and for some charlatan, Howard Casey, claimed that Cloven Peak was a doomsday device left by aliens during pale contact. Supposedly every 12,000 years it evaluates our civilization on the basis of technical and moral progress, and if we fail the test, Cloven Peak sends out a signal into space to have us destroyed. Where does the signal go exactly? Casey didn't specify. To the moon? To the aliens' homeworld? Unknown. But if we do pass this test, then the worthy will gain access to forbidden knowledge. Consequently, this interpretation also involves some kind of evaluation of worthiness and subsequent punishment or reward. An inquisitive researcher would also notice the obvious parallels with the legends of Bigfoot and the Reverse House. What can I say? Coincidences are inevitable near Cloven Peak. Okay. Alright, just be chilling now. Oh wow, it even counts my buffing out stuff. It's automated. Okay, so I guess I can buy, let me go ahead and switch the first. I don't know, I'll wait for one day to pass with level 40. Maybe even two, just to see if there's any events tied to that. And then, anything else I can really get? Ladies, how much did you fucking buy? I thought you were done. You can't shop forever, okay? You gotta go home at some point. Okay. Let's go ahead and finish stocking up real quick, and then I'll check outside for any happenings. I don't see anything weird. But you know, I never... Maybe the last parking lot upgrade will reveal it, but I still have not found the last symbols yet. Maybe some of them are tied to some of the things that happen in the game. Or maybe they're in some of the different areas. But it seems that since they're all lined up here, I figured they would also be out here, all of them. Maybe that sign. Maybe it's tied to some of the decorations specifically. Like you can only see it with a specific outside decoration, like one of those signs. Who knows? One more time. Nothing's happening. So, all right. Better go. Here we go. Okay. What's that sound? I can't believe my eyes. Is it really a pyramid? Whoa, that is pretty cool. And some of the effects in this game are actually quite mesmerizing. I don't know if anything else is gonna happen, so... What was that noise? There's like some really like subtle noises that happen in this game that don't actually do anything, as far as I know. Okay, I guess that's it. Alright, next one, I guess. We'll do the other world. So let's see how many I need first. Because I should have the facade for it. Did I not get it? I guess this one, sure. Let's do the Area 23 one, I guess. So it's the only one I have the facade left for. I thought I bought them all. Oh, no, I think I left one. That's right. This one must be the reverse house. I have suspicions about the reverse house one. Not that I have any kind of inside information. I have a feeling about that one being in-gamey. I don't know why. But let's focus on the 23 one. Actually, how many do I need? Sorry. 11. Goodness, okay. Probably can't get any expensive stuff yet. There's 2. Okay, that put it at 33, so I need 7 more. 3, 5, 7. All right. There you go. Okay. Oops, that was thing, sorry. Now that one you simply couldn't have missed. No, please, miss, don't tell me that you saw something again and I missed it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. But how can this be? I keep watching nearly every night. What was it? What did you see? It was a bit like the Northern Lights, but there was a hint of a force loop? Yes, your description seems fitting. Which means tonight is the final phase, and I definitely won't miss it. Okay. Damn, $1,000? Jesus. Okay. All right, let's read the next entry for Otherworld. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I actually read the first description. We'll go through it real quickly. One of the indigenous tribes has a legend that in ancient times, the giant Sidor tripped over the peak, which was whole at the time, and became so enraged that he took his axe and with a mighty blow clove not only the mountain but space-time itself. Since then, visitors from the other side have appeared in the area around Cloven Peak. These are lost souls of the dead and the evil doppelgangers of those who are soon to die. It would seem to be just an ancient legend, but for some reason... Oh, no, sorry. I didn't do Otherworld. I did Area 23. My bad. Sorry. We'll do that later again. Sorry. I totally forgot I went out of order. Area 23 is much less talked about than other local mysteries, perhaps because the indigenous peoples obviously couldn't have had legends associated with a military base, built only in the middle of the last century. I consider this unfair, this is by far the most mysterious site in the vicinity of Cloven Peak. Even today, little is known about the base other than that it's mostly located underground, with only a concrete fenced perimeter and a few buildings above. Rumor has it that some of the underground passages exit at various points around Cloven Peak, and some of those exits are disguised with civilian infrastructure. Supposedly declassified materials reveal that the site was built during the Cold War as a missile base with a dozen ICBM silos and has long since been officially mothballed. Traces of activity. Despite the fact that Area 23 is officially listed as mothballed facility, the locals continue to see columns of military trucks and black helicopters without markings cruising around the base. It must be said that Area 23 is actually one of the best candidates for rational explanations CSO favored by the skeptics for all the anomalies around Cloven Peak. UFOs covering for military equipment testing, underwater lights for military or research submarines easily mistaken for monsters from the surface, hallucinations resulting from hypothetical tests of psionic weapons, and contactless neural induction technologies. Even the disappearances are perfectly explainable. These poor souls might have simply been in the wrong place at the wrong time and seen something they shouldn't have. But one thing remains unclear. Are all these anomalies cover-ups or consequences of military and scientific activity at Area 23, or is all this activity directed at studying the anomalies? And if so, which ones exactly? What if Area 23 is closed? Interesting, it's a picture of my hatch. The hypothesis that supposedly a mothballed Area 23 has simply been relegated to an even deeper level of secrecy could serve as the basis for many conspiracy theories. I think many alternative researchers don't even fully realize how much the existence of this top secret base contributes to other local legends and superstitions. It is a veritable glue that conveniently fills plot holes in the stories about UFOs, the mysteries of the lake, and the pyramid inside Cloven Peak, and many others. But has anyone ever wondered if Area 23 really has long been closed? To be honest, when this thought first occurred to me, a chill ran down my spine, and even now, as I write these lines, I feel a little uneasy. After all, if this hypothesis is true, then no government is studying anything out there, and no secret experiments can explain the local anomalies, which means we are left alone with the mysteries of Cloven Peak. Okay. Okay, I'm also going to take this day after this customer. I'm going to look over. I'm going to look at Tire Park and the lake and that mining area. See if there's anything new in those areas, because it's going to take a while for these customers to get to the cashier anyways, so I might as well take that time to see what's up. Maybe there's a new log somewhere. Nope, nothing with you. Okay. Well, let me go all the way left just to make sure there's not a log scene out here. Okay. That guy's there. Interesting. Oh, oops. The lake, right. Oh, crap. Hold on one second. My controller died. Okay, sorry about that. I left my controller just sitting on the desk and I forgot to charge it. Still stupid around? Go and take care of your gas station. Okay. Okay, let's go back to checkout. I'm hesitant to buy that parking lot upgrade just yet, so I'm gonna wait on that if I can.
I hope you're feeling well today. No dimming of vision?
No, I'm fine. Why?
Nothing, it's just your gas station stands too close to Cloven Peak.
And?
Have you seen the red light there?
Yes, what does it mean?
This is an emergency beacon at the Cloven Peak Geophysical Station. It alerts the residents and tourists with no phone signal about anomalous magnetic activity. The mountain itself consists almost entirely of magnetite. When I worked in Area 23, that red light always meant there would be a lot of soldiers complaining about their eyesight. Of course, there was always a fair number of ballanters describing all sorts of unimaginable patterns appearing before their eyes. But there were also real symptoms, so make sure not to overexert yourself and drink plenty of water.
Alright, thanks. You got it. Okay, I'll go ahead and buy some more. I'll wait one night before I buy anything. Let's go outside. Oh, there's the red light. I see it. It's on the mountain. So there's some strange magnetic activity happening right now. I don't know what that means. If it actually does anything in my area. I guess I can check that lake just in case something happens. Nope. very rare that something actually happens outside at night. It usually happens after I go to sleep, so... Okay. Alright. Gotta go, I guess. Oh.
What was that noise outside?
Oh. Looks like he managed not to miss all the action this time.
Yes. It's pretty. What does it mean? I think it's the signal.
Going where?
To the ancestors' home.
Where's that?
The Orion's Belt. The top of the Cloven Peak points there once every 12,000 years. How is that possible? Precision! It would take too long to explain. Let's just admire it.
What are they transmitting?
I don't know. Maybe a message that everything is fine, or maybe the opposite. All I know is that according to ancient texts, the Central Pyramid collects information from all the others along the ley lines and sends it home.
What will happen if they get a signal that everything's bad?
I'm afraid we'll never know. Both options can mean something good or something bad for our civilization. But it will be hundreds, if not thousands of years before we face the consequences of what we are seeing now.
I see. Okay. Oh, that's the thing that's happening. Alright. Okay. So I guess we'll swap our thing over to Bigfoot now. Why not? Let's see. Yeah, let's buy some of the best sign I could possibly get. That one. That one. Okay. Sorry, I should be buying Bigfoot stuff. I don't know why I'm buying this shit. There we go. Boink. Okay. I guess it's not a Bigfoot themed facade. Oh. Ba-boom. Now it's up to 32. Okay. Did I not just buy a new sign? Oh, I see. It's like highlighted. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize there actually is like 3 different places for signs. Huh. Oh, there's a Bigfoot theme one. There we go. The lair. Alright, got that. Oh my god. That's normal. Alright. Alright, let's read that then. First, footprints. Stories of enormous footprints on the ground and figures splitting between the trees appeared in the area around Cloven Peak long before the first roads and camps were established. Indigenous legends mention a certain mountain forest creature who watches from the shadows but never attacks, the pure spirit. Whatever that means. It is described in various ways. Sometimes it's a huge furry beast, sometimes it's a blurry silhouette that can only be seen out of the corner of your eye, but all the stories share a common element, the feeling of being watched. Some legends say that these creatures guard the portal to some forbidden land for the unworthy and serve as guides for the worthy. The first more or less documented evidence of Bigfoot's existence dates back to the early 20th century. For some reason, the hunters of that time had started a trend of taking photos with these enormous footprints in the background. Of course, most of them were crude fakes, as evidenced by the footprints increasing in size year after year, to the point of looking downright absurd. But the very first photographs that appeared in the newspapers at the time almost certainly captured the real deal. The hunt continues. Today, it's safe to say that after a long decline, interest in Bigfoot is beginning to return. This might be due to the recent discoveries of fossils bearing new paw prints strikingly similar to those captured in old photographs. However, we still lack direct evidence of the existence of this mysterious species. Despite advances in photo and video recording technology, we still have the same blurry images and jittery videos of hazy shapes behind trees. Everything is just like it was 100 years ago. As for the footprints, the skeptics are right. Nowadays, it is very easy to 3D print any shape to leave realistic prints. Bigfoot truly is one of the most hoax-prone legends. Hoaxers have accumulated a wealth of experience in this area.
We are left with the age-old question, what for? Who would try to revive an old hunter's legend in our progressive era of virtual tourism? And a second, less obvious question, what about the feeling of being watched? While eyewitnesses' accounts many differ on some points, they are surprisingly unanimous on this. The other side of the legend. So what do we know about Bigfoots today? Not as much as we could, unfortunately, and almost everything is pure conjecture. They're likely a rare relict species. They likely possess the ability to hypnotize, or in the language of the natives, to divert the eyes. They likely only visit and perhaps hunt in the area around Cloven Peak. They live and breed elsewhere. Where? Legends most often mention the mysterious spirit land of Abala Sham, the entrance to which is located on the mountain. More recent hypotheses point to a network of caves beneath Cloven Peak, from which these creatures supposedly emerge through secret passages in the fault area, and there are indeed plenty of unexplored caves there. There is another, relatively new perspective on the matter. Linguists studying the languages of indigenous peoples have discovered an interesting coincidence. In nearly all local dialects, the words for country and spirit also have other meanings, home and other side / reverse. Could it be that we're looking in the wrong places? Perhaps the figures we sometimes glimpse out of the corner of our eye in the forest beneath Cloven Peak aren't ancient creatures of flesh and blood at all, but rather visitors from the so-called reverse house. If you think about it, both legends have a surprising number of features in common. The only difference is that while the visitors are typically portrayed as dark, sinister creatures, Bigfoots are more often on the side of the light. But both legends have exceptions. Two sides of the same force, maybe? Well, let's hope that sooner or later the truth will be revealed, at least to the most worthy among us. So I wonder if there are multiple endings in this game. I wonder, since it's mentioning the reverse house in this legend, that to get one of the endings you have to have, like, those two legends combined or something. I don't know. That could be a thing. I haven't done any research on this game, so this is pure conjecture. Alright, we got the Bigfoot thing going on now. There's nobody in the store, so I'm gonna go ahead and order some gas, I guess. I'll do that, and I'll also restock, because hello. Oh, he's back again. Okay. I've held back for a long time, but can you at least hint at what they study in this Area 23?
As I said, I was a simple ophthalmologist.
But you must have heard something.
I have, of course, but I'm not sure it wasn't deliberate in disinformation.
What was it?
That all the rumors about UFOs are a disinformation campaign, whose purpose is to divert attention from the real object of study,
Which is?
something beneath the lake.
Beneath the lake?
Yes, that's all I can say.
Well, thanks for that. Okay.
Oh wait, this isn't displaying properly for some reason. Oh, whatever.
Ah.
This gas station almost makes about like 25,000 a day now, which is ridiculous. It's for a gas station. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. It feels like a lot. Apparently I don't have to pay like any electricity bills or water bills or anything. Or, you know, rent. Or not really rent, but like, what the fuck you would call, like, owning a business plot. Whatever you want. I don't know the term for it, so. Okay. I guess I'll stock stuff until I hear the nighttime music. Which is now. Okay. Anything crazy happening out here? Still a red light. I did the Bigfoot thing this time, so I don't know. There is one sign of Bigfoot that I know it's over here, but okay. I guess nothing's gonna happen until I end the day. So, like I said, usually it's rare. It's very rare that something happens at the day in general. You have to usually sleep where something happens. So, no, nothing that time. Okay. All right. Well, on to the next legend, I guess. I guess I'll do the ghost house. Let's see. There we go. The size level 40 now. Take a look at that real quick. Okay. So I'll read this one more time. I know I read a little bit of it, but I'll go and start from the top. So, one of the indigenous tribes has a legend that in ancient times a giant suitor tripped over the peak, which was whole at the time. It became so enraged that he took his axe and with a mighty blow clove not only the mountain, but space-time itself. Since then, visitors from the other side have appeared in the area around Cloven Peak. These are the lost souls of the dead and the evil doppelgangers of those who are soon to die. It would seem to be just an ancient legend, but for some reason to this day, every other resident in the little town of Cloven Peak can recount seeing the ghost of a recently deceased acquaintance on the highway. Some even claim to have given such visitors a ride, only to learn of their death a few days later. And for some as yet unknown reason, such encounters most often occur on the highway. The reverse house. The other side has different names in different cultures. They're upside down, purgatory, the spirit world. But among the indigenous tribes living around Cloven Peak, it is most often referred to as the reverse house. According to their beliefs, the souls of those who met a violent end or of those with important unfinished business, that is, all those unwilling to accept their fate, descend the steps of the reverse house. Their time begins to flow backwards, so they can still be contacted where the boundary between worlds has thinned, and only those few have ended their lives without regrets can ascend into eternity up the steps of the Golden Ziggurat, another, lighter version of the reverse house. The most important question for an inquisitive researcher is, why here? If the boundary between worlds is thinned, then why near Cloven Peak specifically? We're not seriously going to consider the story of the ordinary giant, are we? Unexpectedly, it was our beloved skeptics who proved us with an answer. No, they didn't even deign to consider the numerous eyewitness accounts of ghosts. Of course not. The words of tired, poorly educated, superstitious townsfolk
are worth nothing to the skeptics, even if there are dozens, hundreds of such cases, but the hypothesis that explains the fraying fabric of reality in these parts does rely on the arguments of skeptics. The fact is, fans of a certain famous razor like to explain the anomalies of Cloven Peak by the fact that it is supposedly composed almost entirely of magnetite, supposedly because there are no studies that could confirm this with sufficient accuracy to convince the skeptics. This is just a convenient hypothesis that explains everything. To them, but if it's true, then we have a huge horseshoe magnet of colossal strength at the fault site. And with all due respect to the modern science, I wouldn't claim that the influence of such a magnet on the fabric of space-time has been sufficiently studied. It may not be tearing the shreds out here, yes, but then again, we're only talking about thinning. A different truth. They say that if a researcher is truly after the truth, they shouldn't fall in love with the hypotheses, even if they seem so right. They should be suspected of treachery, just in case. Let's try a mental experiment. Ghost and dark, doppelgangers on the highway in the pre-dawn fog. Could there be a different explanation for them? Let's put aside the symbolism of the road for now. It is logical to assume that in such remote places, people are simply more often on the road than in the forest. That's why such encounters are more common there. This also explains that the fact that the eyewitnesses most often see victims of car accidents. It would be quite strange to see your grandmother, who passed away peacefully in her bed on a highway. This is clearly a red herring. What else then? Bigfoot, perhaps? After all, those who believe in them claim that Bigfoots have hypnotic powers. The mysterious Area 23, suspiciously silent and located in such a remote place to boot. Could it be dubious experiments on the locals? But what is their purpose? Developing psionic weapons? But people were seeing ghosts before this military base was even built. What then if all the hypotheses are true, but only partially? What if the rift between the worlds is real? Has always been here, and Area 23 is studying it, experimenting with widening it, or even sending expeditions to the other side. If this is true, then we can only hope that irresponsible scientists don't tear the already thin fabric of reality apart, where that is when all the darkest legends would come true. Okay. Alright then. So now that I've done all the legends, or at least read all of them, I'm going to try to get all of the best attractions and stuff that evenly spreads out everything that I need, and see if I can't get everything up to 40 now. So, like, for instance, I don't know, buying, like, these attractions. The super expensive ones, like these. This money is so fucking easy now to get. Okay, so that's my Bigfoot. That's a huge Bigfoot one. So let's do that one. Do that one there. What's my lowest one? Let's put the alien facade back up. Oh no, I have the reverse house, right? How about that? Let's do that one right now. I'm actually going to swap out some of the reverse house attractions then. Oh, sorry. Must do business.
The cop is back. You spent $1,000 at a gas station. Have you managed to overcome your craving for the unknown? I'm doing my best. Now I just have to make sure that the unknown overcomes its craving for me. Still having bad dreams? If you count falling into an endless pit a bad dream, is it possible for you to leave, at least for a little while? No. Why would you ask? Black snow, falling into a pit. Did you see any black plants in your dream? Yes, maybe because you told me about them at some point. You're scaring me. Where was that pit? Right outside the gas station. Outside? Yes. Can you promise me something? If it's to stay awake all night, then no. No, of course not, and feel free to treat this as a silly tradition, the superstition of a run-down town. After all, even the sheriff can have a few cognitive biases, can't she? But if you have a bad dream about black snow again, just don't go outside. Stay at home. Alright, I promise. Thank you. Interesting. I've become acquainted with some people, but I don't know what to expect from them. Which people? Let's see. Okay, nothing there. Okay. So that might be an ending. If I have a dream about black snow, don't go outside. But part of me wants to do it just to see what happens. See, I don't know if I do an ending that'll just like end the game. That would be very disappointing for me, but it might let me load. You can't make manual saves in this game, which actually is pretty disappointing. At least as far as I know. I think it just saves at the beginning of every day, and that's it, so... You can load, but... Yeah, see. Oh, it does do a bunch of autosaves. Okay. So if I do something stupid, I can at least load back to a previous day and maybe prevent it the next time? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, wait for nighttime. Stock some stuff while I'm waiting for that. There it is. That's nighttime. Okay. Anything weird happening out here? Nope. It's not obvious. Not immediately. I love that facade. That's actually pretty sweet. Like at night, it looks creepy as hell. Okay.
In the day.
Yeah, I earned... Oh, I spent a whole bunch of stuff today, but... Yeah, goodness. Ridiculous. There we go. Something strange is going on. I can feel it. Okay, so I see the black snow. He told me not to go outside. Oh, I see.
It's not a door. It's a window.
It's getting creepier every night. If this goes on, I'll have trouble falling asleep at all. Should I load? I mean, I'll have to do that whole day again, but... I didn't even get outside. It was inside the gas station. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. So how far does this go back? Every day. That's at least 10 days, so I'll give it that much at least. So let me just look. So was it day 65? Okay, so I'll keep that in mind. If that's the last one that I can load, I'm surprised it doesn't go further than that. I should be able to like load back to day 1 for God's sakes. It's fine. All right, I guess I'll buy some more things now to see if I can't just get the best attractions out there. Oh yeah, there's one more sign I can get. Maybe it's this one. I'll try this one actually. Let's see if this goes on the outside, like right in front of the door. So that's the sign I want to get. I can. Yes, this one. Okay. What? Okay. Only these two things affect local legends, so I got... Is there any more 5s? Yeah, these. Okay. I guess I'll just get a couple of these. It's the lowest. The pyramid one is pretty low, so I'll do there. I think that's it. Like all the other ones are 5, so I'll get rid of this one and I'll put this one here instead. I only have to boost a couple more. Unfortunately, I can't decorate while people are here, so I have to wait till it's at least it's empty or the day is over. And maybe I can balance out all the rest to make it 40. I guess it was possible to begin with. I just didn't try or wasn't patient enough. Especially since I think when you sell merch for that particular legend, you get like a permanent point. So this has been adding up over time. Goatman's been in the store forever. These people are not very efficient at buying things. They like literally jump from one side of the store to the other like multiple times. It's like as if they're just forgetting shit like halfway through. Yeah, he bought a whole bunch of shit. Alright. Hey guys have so much money. Jeez. On you at least. It's wild to carry around like $800 in fucking change and bills. Decorate. Let's see if I can buy some like high tier like decorations. I guess ones that give threes like this. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. I need Area 23 stuff, so we'll do that. I need, oops, sorry. I need, the alien one can be done. Don't need the water one. I do need pyramid. Yeah, I guess we'll do that one, sure. Clear photo. All right, literally the last thing is just the area 23 and Bigfoot. Which I don't know how I'm going to be able to accomplish that because there's only 2 ways of getting to 40, or unless I can literally balance it out in a way that it works. I still have a ton of like reverse house stuff. Is my house still reverse house facade? Is that why? Yeah, my gas station. Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, I'm broke and it's night and nothing's happening, so. Okay. I'm making this episode long because I want to, like, I just want to confirm some things before I move on, so. Okay. So if I Bigfoot area 3, like that's the only one I could probably get rid of, but I can't make up the pyramid stuff for that. So all the stuff out here is the 5s. Yeah. Oh no, I have one more. Okay, so if I get one that gives the area 23 and Bigfoot, I can kind of clear this out. Let's see if that's even an option. No, it's not. Guys are cleaning me out, man. Goodness. $1,500. Fucking insane. God, some real life businesses would kill for this kind of fucking business. Jeez. Only if the economy wasn't so shit. Probably afford one word. I'm gonna try to get the best one I can for the situation I need. Yeah, this is probably the best one I can get. Okay, Bigfoot actually just naturally reached level 40, so there we go. They're all 40 now. So I don't know what that does for me, but all right. While I'm sitting here, because I think the game will run while I'm doing this, I'm just gonna look at some achievements to see like what else I can do. Buy all the upgrades, which I'm close to doing. Serve registered customers, pump gas, wash cars, and there's 5 hidden achievements. I'll just poke at one of them to see what that is. Okay. Might be ending related. Okay. Alright, so I guess I can go ahead and buy the last parking lot upgrade, because I don't think there's anything left I can do. There's one thing I want to do, though. I want to get the best lights for the outside. It's the last, like, decor upgrade I can get. I didn't even change the other stuff yet. I forgot to do that. Yeah, these lights, these crazy ass lights here. I'm probably gonna get nothing but the big like these because I need the electricity because the moon symbol is like soaring in the heavens. Oops. Honestly, I wonder if it's just worth it just to pay them. Whatever, just to get that part over quicker. Go ahead and switch the walls and stuff. Alright, coolness. Fortunately, I did not get enough money to get the it says all 40 now? Yep. Awesome. I'm assuming that's good. I don't know. I really don't know, but it locks like all the entries permanently, so I don't have to like they won't get relocked anymore. Just kind of checking just to make sure. Yeah, they're all there. Okay. All right, going to bed. How to get unsatisfied customer? How is that fucking possible? All right, I need to order gas. Yeah, I can't even hold it. I have to mash it. Okay, once I reach 4K, I'll get that last light, and then after that, I'm basically just gonna buy the parking lot upgrade and just kind of ride the wave into the end, I guess. I don't know what else to do. I have stock for something. I can't. I'm really low on a lot of things, though. Maybe some customers are unsatisfied because they couldn't find what they needed in this place, which is possible. So many glasses. Oh, actually, I need one more. I think there's 5 lights. Oh no, I need 2 more. Okay. Alright, complete that objective. I think my last 2 lights. There we go. All right, right, left. There we go. Okay. All right.
My place be a boomin'. Okay, the filling the shelf part is actually quite satisfying to my brain. I actually kind of like that. Okay, sweet. Alright, all stocked up. Okay, wow. You just paid it. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. I've never seen this before. Like the douchey possible. Okay. I'm checking to see if anything's changed down here. Probably not. No. Oh, it's a green face now. Oh, I see. Like, Is there any other way I can raise civilization? Maybe the parking lot upgrade? Because I bought all of those upgrades for civilization, like the lightning bolts, besides like the outside attractions. Which, I would have to like adjust some things. Which I could now, I guess. If I wanted to keep everything at 40. I'm sorry, look at the wrong thing. Ah! Wait, why is it quiet outside? There's no music. Maybe because I went into the, what were the last symbols? I still don't know what they are. I have everything. Oh, shit. Okay, you know, I don't think I ever bought that light. Okay, so let's say something. Okay, so Bigfoot, alien, lightning bolt, moon. Bigfoot, alien, lightning bolt, moon. Lightning bolt 23. Okay. Should I do this now? Should I sleep first? Let's go ahead and save it first, and then I'll do it in the morning. Okay, nothing happened, so. Alright, so let's see what happens. I know the full combination now. Okay. Day 3. Had someone had told me 5 years ago that I'd end up behind the fence of the great and terrifying Area 23, and in such a role I never would have believed it, nor would I have believed that what a dummy it really was. No prison cells, no UFA hangars, just an old useless missile base with a dozen of empty silos and a bunch of generic underground corridors. And one of my theories can be safely trashed, pity, but that was my favorite one. However, the utilities here are in surprisingly good condition. The insulation is also good, perfect for the project's purposes. Okay. Day 83, that word unknown haunts me for some reason. It's as if some understanding is clawing at me from within, but I can't seem to find its way out. Today I'll try floating in the deprivation chamber again. We'll see. A85. For some reason, all true insights come in an annoyingly mundane manner. I didn't have any vivid mystical experiences in the deprivation chamber. I merely recalled one of my nighttime conversations with Red Elk. He had said mockingly, "Are you trying to understand the unknown? That's as absurd as grabbing your shadow to examine under a flashlight. When you open your hand, it'll be empty and your shadow will be back on the ground." And everything fell into place. I'll try to formulate a hypothesis in my next entry. Something tells me that if I go in there, I might not come back. Oh. Oh, sure.
Welcome, test subject. Whether you followed my breadcrumbs or came here on your own, guided by some other force, you have reached the end of the road. Congratulations! Unfortunately, I cannot reveal the nature of the experiment you are part of. However, I assume you have some kind of hypothesis about what is happening? And if you're inquisitive enough, then maybe it's not even too far removed from reality. Alas, I cannot tell you what awaits you next. I do not know. I would only dare suggest that this may have to do with the path you took to get here. But let's get to the point. This is a sensory deprivation chamber, and once this day pre-recorded message ends, you'll find yourself in complete darkness, alone with your thoughts. After standing for a while, you may wish to rest. The liquid you are standing in is regular saline solution. It's impossible to drown in. So just lie back and surrender to what comes next.
Oh. Who are you?
You pick.
Oh, okay. Red Elk? You're Red Elk.
Yes, it's one of my faces.
What is this place?
You tell me.
The Reverse House? Is this the Reverse House?
A popular name.
What do you want from me?
To help.
Help? How?
You are making the power grow. I will help and protect, in secret, unnoticed. The time for answers is over. Go now.
But I have so many questions.
But of course, the unknown. It's so simple and explains everything. Every inconsistency, every hypothesis, aliens, Bigfoot, that damn pyramid, everything, and the fact that our equipment can't pick up anything, and even the strange way Red Elk spoke. How he sometimes reminded me of our newer analyst. Okay. So the unknown is my new hypothesis that explains all the strange phenomena occurring out here. I believe there's a certain force, law, entity, the essence of which is perfectly conveyed by this name. It's not yet clear whether it's intelligent or not, but remembering Red Elk's communication style, I'm betting on the former. All the manifestations follow from this name, as does the fact that they are impossible to record the precision scientific equipment, unlike old point-and-shoot cameras and phones. Simply put, anything unknown that is captured on camera ceases to be unknown by definition, and therefore cannot be recognized as a manifestation of this entity. I've called this the paradox of the unknown. If we delve a little deeper into this paradox, I don't think it's all about observation and recording. The presence of an observer and a personal interpretation are important. At the same time, there must be no stable consensus that could transform the observed phenomenon into universally accepted knowledge. A single encounter is possible, but mass verification is out of the question. This explains the eyewitness problem. It also explains the forms this entity manifests in circumstances in which these manifestations are observed by eyewitnesses. Nighttime, twilight, shadows, and the urban legends it dawns, taking the ideas directly from our heads. I suspect that in another culture with different myths, these manifestations would appear completely different. My hypothesis also provides, I believe, an answer to the question, why here? True, it's a bit wobbly. At the intersection of philosophy and mathematics, at the beginning of time, our knowledge of this world was extremely meager, and our ignorance was endless. Knowledge grew and reached unprecedented heights, but any mathematician will tell you that it makes no difference whether you subtract 1 or a billion from infinity. The result is infinity. Along with our knowledge, the territory we have developed also grew, and by developed I mean understood. And And if the infinite and mathematically irreducible unknown was once dispersed across the entire planet, now it can manifest only in the boondocks. As a result, the overall force remains the same, but the scope of application has narrowed, thus intensifying the manifestations. Yes, of course, there's still the rest of the universe that remains unknown, compared to which our increase in developed territory is negligible. First, we do not know whether this relationship is unlinear, and secondly, subjects' interpretations. So basically, what I'm getting from this is that since we've recorded everything in our known world has been recorded and taken pictures or whatever, that all of the unknown has focused onto a single spot, and that's why all the urban legends are in this one fucking area. Without questioning the validity of my hypotheses, I must admit that I still have many questions. Is the unknown sentient or simply reactive? Is it an independent physical phenomenon or a quirk of our minds? Does the unknown exist in isolation from the subject, or are an observer and their interpretation the necessary and only conditions for its existence? Or perhaps our minds are merely a nutrient medium? Is the unknown capable of defending itself and displaying aggression? For example, if it senses a threat, that might explain the mysterious disappearances, and if so, what exactly does it perceive as a threat? The development of territory, the expansion of methods of objective control, progress, civilization, and knowledge in general, or only certain specific aspects, and most importantly, is the unknown capable of influencing the material world? After all, if I find the evidence, wouldn't that make it magic? Given everything I've realized in the recent days, I can hardly expect further contact with Red Elk and the entity he represented. The unknown, by definition, cannot exist where we've already learned something, which means I can no longer study it directly. I'm too poisoned by the knowledge I've acquired, and for the unknown, this is now developed territory. All I can do is monitor others. Yes. Oh, this is the guy in the glasses. It has to be him, right? All I can do is monitor others. Yes, the essence of process will forever remain a black box for me, but I can still influence the input conditions and observe the final result. Fortunately, the environment here is favorable, and I've already outlined a plan. I'll create a fringe website with local legends, throw in a few contradictory fables, and the first apostles are bound to appear soon. The sensory deprivation chamber can be adapted for particularly inquisitive test subjects. I just need to place the breadcrumbs correctly. Funny, I've come such a long way, only to return to my old methods. Only now I know that I'm not embellishing reality, I'm creating it. Oh. Day 101. For several days I've been pondering how and where to begin experimenting with the unknown. To do so, I've analyzed the patterns this entity most often follows, so the events the subject is exposed to are, as a rule, quite restrained at first, unless, of course, the subject already believes in something. Then everything unfolds according to a more, shall we say, bold scenario. But usually, this is something that occurs on the border of consciousness and so-called peripheral vision, something that won't conflict with the worldview of even the most inveterate skeptic. Apparently, the unknown values the subject's freedom of interpretation, and I think this freedom is the trap. If there's something to interpret, then something is really happening, so the emptiness, darkness, and shadows are already filled with something. Even rational explanations, if they leave the tiniest loophole for unknown, will work to nurture its seed, since every act of cognition paradoxically yet logically forms an internal and importantly often unconscious understanding. If we did not know something a moment ago, then that might be the case right now as well. And only after gathering strength in the blind spots does the unknown dare to emerge into the light of awareness to say, I've always been here, like Red Elk. Hence the requirement for their location. It must not be too crowded, but not too secluded. Not in the bustling web of the city, but also not in a dense forest where no one ever goes. Having scoured the archives of Cloven Peak, I have discovered that rumors of mysterious phenomena concentrate around the old gas station where I last saw Red Elk. Thanks for the tip. This really is the perfect location. Now all that's left is to choose a subject. And that's me, huh? Oh shit. Okay. So I don't know what ending that was, but
they say there was a power once born before the wheel and fire. It whispered in the river's run. It sang through forest choir of timeless stars and deepest roots, a force no man could own. But progress came with iron boots, and it was overthrown.
The dog is singing.
With every tower reaching high, with every engine's roar, the ancient essence crept away, condensing evermore. Not good, not evil at its core. Those words were forged by men, and one lost road, a broken light leads into its domain. In the mountains, in the backwoods, where the weary engines die, stands a lonely last gas station, vacant, humming neon light. And they say the afterglow lingers, watching from the cloven throne. In that final refuge, it still rules the night the travelers who stop for gas can feel a breath of cold. A silence deep as ancient tales no mortal ever told. The scholars came with wires and screens, the soldiers raised their fence. But nothing known can cage the truth beyond all mortal sense. It is silence, it is warning, it is mercy, it is dread. It can guide a soul to shelter or erase a life instead. In the mountains, in the backwoods, where the weary engines run, stands its last sunlit that was under ancient watching sky. You bear the legends, kept them living, and the forest heard your tone. Now it walks beside your footsteps, guiding softly, still unknown.
Oh, okay. Day ended on day 69. Okay. Is that the end? I guess that's it. Congratulations, you complete the main story, but you can keep playing, or load a save from a previous day and try to get a different ending. Okay. Yeah, let's do that, I guess. So let's load that day. Okay. The last one I did it on. And I'm going to, let's go ahead and buy this parking lot. Alright, the summit. Buy all upgrades. Oh my god, I gotta do all of this shit. Okay, so there's one thing I want to try, and I think I know what might influence the endings. It's that screen at the end, right? So what I could do, well, shit. Well, these people are flooding in now. Fuck. Let's see if I can do it now. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna remove all these attractions, okay? And this will lower my statistics by quite a lot, but maybe not enough. I don't know. I might be at the point where I can't go back. Just trying to move everything at this point. Yeah, I think I'm like too far forward. Try it and see. See if that face changed now, because I think like whatever the face is at the end might determine what the ending is. Yeah, see, it's already still green. There's like no way I can lower it now. Let's see. Was it Bigfoot? Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna try one more. I'm just gonna try this, see if anything happens. If not, then I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, I'll probably just look up the other endings in the on YouTube or something. Also, I'll do some different answers for the red elk here. The unknown? Are you something that cannot be known? That's the best name. What is this place? You tell me. Your home. Is this your home? My realm. You are in my power. What do you want from me? To help. Help how? You're making the power to grow. I will help you protect in secret unnoticed. The time for answers is over. Go now. Okay, so I think that is the ending. Because that's what it said at the end when I got the credits rolling. That's the achievement that I got, was that line he just said. So I might be locked into whatever this ending is, which I guess is like the best ending. It seems, at least it seems that way. What if I go to bed? Can I go to bed instead? No, I can't. I can't look at my computer or anything. Yep, okay. So I just did that again. Okay, okay, so I think what I'll try to do then, is I'll go ahead and end this episode here. I will do one more final episode where I'll get that parking lot upgrade. I'll do the checklist until that completes, and then I'll try it one more time to see if anything different happens. If not, which I'm betting it's not going to have anything different, then I will just look up the rest of the endings on YouTube. Or I guess I could look at them up now and see if I can't achieve them some other way. So I'll be right back then. I'll check to see if I can do anything else. Okay, I have returned. I kind of figured out how to get the endings. They're kind of wishy-washy, but basically it has to do with this room, right? And it has to do with the combination between lightning or mystery and civilization. And this red face actually is a trigger for a lot of the endings that I could actually do it right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it now, because I was actually seeing if I can even do it now, because I had gotten so far that I wasn't sure if I was able to actually do it. Okay, so we'll grab all these just in case they're important. I went back 7 days just to see if I can like get to a point where I had the least amount of stats, because that is actually really important. If you go too far, there's a point where you just can't come back. So okay, let's see. That's all the same. Okay, so before I'm gonna look up one thing real quick. There's a specific things you have to say to the red elk, and I'm gonna make sure I pick the right thing. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm not sure if I can still do it. I can give it a shot. So, an alien? Are you an alien? No, you are the alien. What is this place? You tell me. The other side? Is this some kind of other side of the world? A different dimension? Sometimes. What do you want from me? Remove you. Remove me? You mean kill? You want to kill me? Yes. But why? You gave me power, so I can. You take away space, so I will. How do I take away space?
Knowledge, connections, agreements, clarity, stability, structure. No vibrations, no fluctuations, no flow, no space. But the power is there. I can, I will, you will disappear. Does civilization leave you no space? So I'm taking away your space by making it more civilized. Yes. Civilization. Come on, civilization is not your enemy. It takes away freedom and space. Enemy. You're wrong. Even people in the city still love a good story. They spend billions on movies and games. Legends they don't believe in. They take more than they give. You will disappear. Farewell. Oh, it's a different song. Okay. This...
They say the wars of power once long before the wheel and fire, whispering the reelers run, sacred forest quiet. Time that starts in deepest roots, a force no man could own. Progress came with iron boots, and it was overthrown. Every tower reaching high, every angel's roar, the ancient essence crept away, dancing evermore. Not good, not evil, let it score. Those words were forged by men, and one last row of broken lights lit into its own name. In the mountains, in the backwoods, where the weary engines die, stands a lonely lost gas station, bathed in harmony of light. And they say the unknown lingers, watching from the glowing throne. In the final hidden refuge is the room, night alone. Travelers who stop for gas feel the breath of cold. Silence civilization tells no mortal ever told. The scholars game with bars and screens, the soldiers raise their fists, but nothing known can cage the truth beyond all mortal sense. It is silence, it is warning, it is mercy, it is dread. It can guide a soul to shelter or erase a life instead. In the mountains, in the backwoods, where the weary engines die, stands its last forgotten outpost under ancient watching sky. Your spark is wrapped with wires and iron, refuel its strength with this you grow. Vanish like the ones before you, backwoods where the weary engines die stands its last forgotten outpost on the ancient watching sky. Your spark is wrapped with wires and iron, refuel is strength with this you grow. Vanish like the ones before you, where your fate now is
Ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. Okay. Oh wow, so that's the worst ending because it literally kills you. So let's go ahead and load. I guess to kind of explain how you get these endings, I'll explain how you get that ending in particular. Actually, I'll explain how you get both those endings I just got. So, the one I got initially, I will help secretly unseen. You have to have mystery above 50 and civilization below 150, and then make sure that the face on the monitor is green. The one I just got, I can, I will, you'll disappear. You have to make sure civilization and mystery are below at least 150. The face on the screen must be red. You choose any name except the unknown, then choose the first response after standing your ground. So, I'm going to try to get this other one. This one's a little bit more difficult to achieve. I'm going to try it. So I need to get UFO Legend of 40. I need to keep civilization and mystery below 150. That's gonna be hard. The face must be red, and I have to call it the unknown and then choose a civilization 2 that has a space for the unknown. So I'm gonna see if I can achieve that. So I'll be right back and see if we can't get another ending. Okay, I'm back. I got the UFO thing to 40. I got I didn't get everything below 150, but the face is red, so I'm hoping that's what's gonna do it. And then yeah, I just gotta choose those correct options. I like how I'm on there. I don't know if that's a thing. Oh, that's 23 is the last one. Sorry. Okay. All right. Hopefully this works. Okay, so just to review real quick, I need to choose for this ending. I have to call it the unknown and then choose civilization 2. Okay. Who are you? You pick. Are you something that cannot be known? That's the best name. What is this place? Tell me. Is this the afterlife? Am I dead? Not yet. What do you want from me? Remove you. Remove me? You mean kill? You want to kill me? Yes. But why? You gave me power, so I can. You take away space, so I will. How do I take away space? Knowledge, connections, agreements, clarity, stability, structure. No vibrations, no fluctuations, no flow, no space. But the power is there. I can, I will, you will disappear. Sorry, 1 second. Did I... Okay. Does civilization leave you no space? So I'm taking away your space by making it more civilized. Yes. Civilization is not the enemy. Oh, is that... Oh, there it is. Civilization 2 has space for the unknown. You're the unknown, right? You live where people don't understand something. Well, there are also many unknowns in technology. They can be studied, agreed upon. They are knowable, finite, dead. Not at all. Take cars, for instance. Until recently, drivers knew how they worked and could repair, assemble, and disassemble them with their own hands. But now they're repaired by robots at the factory. Most people have no idea what's inside. In Cobalt, no one even suspects that this is the most important resource for civilization is mined using child slave labor. And it's been a while since we really understood computers. We simply use what we are given and take pretty mottos at face value. Precious few understand something, but even those few never know the whole picture. Isn't that just what you need? Dark woods, new home. You can stay, and so can I. Oh, okay. I mean, these are all gonna be the same, so. There it is. Oh, it's a different song for every ending. Okay.
Power once, born for the wheel and fire. It whispered in the river's run, sang through forest choir. Of timeless stars and deepest roots, a force no man could own. But progress came with iron boots, and it was overthrown. With every tower reaching high, with every engine's roar, the ancient essence crept away, condensing evermore. Not good, not evil at its core. Those words were forged by men, and one last road of broken lights leads into its domain. In the mountains, in the backwoods, where the weary ancients die, stands a lonely last gas station, bathed in humming neon light. They say the unknown lingers, watching from the cloven throne. In that final hidden refuge, it still rules the night alone. The travelers who stop for gas can feel the breath of cold. A silence deep as ancient tales no mortal ever told. The scholars came with wires and screens. The soldiers raised their fens, but nothing known can cage the truth beyond all mortal sense. It is silence, it is warning, it is mercy, it is dread. It can guide us all to shelter, or erase a life instead. In the mountains, in the backwoods, where the weary engines cry, stands a new electric temple, bathed in humming neon light. Now its refuge is not darkness, nor a forest overgrown. In the wires in the circuit, it has found its brand new home. Once a nameless, fading mystery, now it claims the world its own. Its weakness gone, and now its future is to thrive as entity unknown.
Ooh. Oh.
Okay. Alright, another ending achieved. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can't get that last ending, which requires me to... This one's a little bit difficult. I don't know if I can achieve it, but I'm gonna try. It's called No Place, No Power, and I have a civilization above 150 and mystery below 150. So, it's gonna be rough. I don't know if I can achieve that, but we'll try. So, I'll be right back. Okay, I've returned. With some shenanigans, I managed to get 162 civilization and 140 mystery. So, let's just see if I can get this ending. Hopefully it works. It should, based on the parameters that thing told me, so... And it says that none of the choices matter on this. You just... I don't know, give it shit. Who are you? You pick. Bigfoot? Are you the real Bigfoot? Yes, my footprints are all over this place. Is this some kind of other side of the world? A different dimension? Sometimes. Remove you. Remove me? You mean kill? Oh, I think I need it to be green though. The face needs to be green. Shit. Because I think it's gonna give me a... It's just gonna kill me. I'll do this. Did I give you power by drawing attention to the local legends? Yes, so now I can remove you. Shouldn't you be grateful? You will disappear. The legends will live on. Thank you. Okay. Oh, actually, I don't have that Civilization 2 option anymore. Legends are great for business, and business can help popularize legends. It's mutually beneficial. We can help each other. You make legends empty. You take away more than you give. You will disappear. Farewell. Shit. Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, I have returned, and I finally managed to do it. I had to replay a whole bunch just to get to this point, but basically I got to this point, and yeah, now the face is all X'd out, and I have 200 over 122. So this should work. Hopefully this will give me the last ending, and I can end this. So. Going the wrong way for that. There we go. All right. Okay, let's see what happens. Who are you? You pick. You're the Red Elk. Yes, it's one of my faces. What is this place? Is this the afterlife? Am I dead? Not yet. What do you want from me? Say goodbye. What? But why? There is no space, no power. You've won. Won? But I wasn't even fighting you. And yet you won. Goodbye. Wait, can't I fix things? Interesting. Okay. There we go. Oh, is this the same one? Same ending? Well, if this sounds like the same song, but if it is, then well, thank you all for joining me on this weird but interesting and cozy adventure. There is like one more objective I could do, but I feel it's just for completionist sake. There is like the checklist for like the last gas station. I don't think anything is going to happen. If it does something happen, I will tack it on to the end of the video because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be anything significant. So. And I got all the achievements except for one, which I believe is the, let's see what it is. Actually, did I get them all? Oh no, I got them all. Okay, never mind. I lied. So, there you have it. It's just the same one, so. Alright. I might as well enjoy it for the last time. Oh, and I didn't explain. I don't think I ever did. To get the face to change, it has to be a difference of 40 points between the two values, I think. I think that's what I looked up and saw. So if you have over, you know, if you want the green face, you have to have mystery of 40 above civilization or vice versa. Because vice versa makes the X face, so. And being too close together makes the red face, I believe. Or the green face. You know, I don't know. It's confusing. So I've explained it very well. Therefore, I can't explain it very well. Just fuck with the numbers until you get the face you want and then pick the options. That's basically what I did. Yeah, unfortunately the endings are not too different. It's just kind of like the fate of this panda, which that's basically it. Either you get abducted, either you die, you win by civilization means, or it protects you forever. So oh, see, it didn't show the image at the end that time. Okay. Well, I believe that is it. Okay. Yeah, see, I need to do the last checklist thing, which I don't know if it'll do anything. I'll do it off camera. If it does, I'll tack it on the end of the video, and then there you go. So, thank you all for joining. This has been fun, and I'll see you guys in the next game. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye. Mwah. Adios.